Hey, what is up there, fellow citizens of the internet? My name is Moses, and thank you for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be talking about how I was able to pay off 3 credit cards in about 2 months. A little less than 2 months, but approximately 2 months. First of all, getting in debt is not a good thing at all. It feels good in the moment because it's just spending, and a lot of it has to do with immaturity, and you don't really know that you're immature until you've actually grown out of that immaturity stage. So good luck to you. So basically, all of this kind of started with me just wanting stuff, right? I'm really huge into technology. So if a new iPhone comes out, I got to get my hands on it. If a new camera comes out, oh man, if it's a Sony, if it's a Sony mirrorless camera, I'm getting it. And I'm getting all the lenses too. So a lot of it has to do with the fact that I like having things. So because of that, I started to just buy small stuff. A $50 lens here, $150 camera bag there, and I justify this by completely paying off all my credit card bill at the end of the month, right? And I guess there's nothing wrong with that for now, but initially it is okay, but then you build this mentality, you callous your mind to getting into this path of buying what you cannot afford now and then try to afford it later, right? It's unfortunate that has become the norm today, but anyways, that's besides the point. That's probably another topic for a different video. So I had 3 different credit cards, one of which was a very small amount. I think it was about 500, no, like 650, $650. And I think the monthly payment for that, I think I only had to do like $30 or $25 a month, so not too bad. And then I had 2 more. They both topped out at about $3,000. Now I never went all the way up to 3,000, never maxed out all of them, but I was getting really close. So if you watched my previous video of how I saved up my first $1,000, you kind of know how I got to this predicament, like what really snapped in my head for me to start paying this all off. But the measures that I took to make this payment were drastic, right? Because I was in a very drastic situation. I'm in a new city, don't really know a lot of people. I don't have a steady income coming in every 2 weeks, if you would. And I did not have the luxury of time to sit around until I get a good paying job. So I had to hustle, and I was just really frustrated with being. I was really frustrated with being in this situation where I'm just living paycheck to paycheck. So the number one thing that I did, and I think this can be true for everyone, is really understanding this situation that you're in, and asking yourself if you're really willing to live the way that you're currently living. If the answer is no, you really have to make drastic changes in order to accommodate a more drastic lifestyle, right? The exact opposite of what you're doing right now. So I had to do the exact opposite of what I was doing at the time, 2 months ago, which was to literally stop spending. So that was the first thing that I did, was get into the mentality of stopping to spend, stop spend. I got rid of the idea of spending. I'm like, okay, hey, I'm in a really bad situation. I need to stop spending, and I need to get rid of this debt. So the way that what I had to cut out of my daily routine financial stuff was not going out to eat, right? I eat anything, really. Basically, I'm not allergic to anything. So if I was hungry, I would just pull up somewhere and grab whatever it is and munch on it, right? Barbecue, Korean barbecue, man. LA has so many small town, like not small town, like small like restaurants, like local restaurants that are really good. They got some taco stands all over the place. So like I love munching, man. So even McDonald's, I had to cut out McDonald's. Starbucks, no, definitely cut that out, because I would go to Starbucks to do some online research and stuff like that. Just bring my laptop, grab me a nice cup of coffee or iced coffee, whatever, sit down, listen to some dope music and just get productive that way. But I'd have to pay for the drink, and then over time, over a month, that $4 drink 3 times a week becomes really expensive at the end of the month. So I cut all that out. So no going out, and definitely no beer. I love me some beer, but no beers, none of that. Just cut everything out. And then the number two thing was having to get rid of stuff, right? So the camera equipment that I had, boom, gone. The lenses, the equipment of it, well, I still kept the tripod and I think a slider just in case in the future. But the stuff that were worth a decent amount, I got rid of them, right? Got rid of them, and every penny that I would get, it would go straight into getting rid of that credit card, right? And then the big thing that kind of came through was my tax returns, right? I got me some tax returns, and last year I didn't really make a lot of money, but the returns were decent enough that I literally took every single penny that I got back from state tax as well as federal tax, all that channeled straight through, and that really put a huge hit on the debt, and I got rid of that. Now I still have student loans, right? I consider myself blessed in the sense that the institution that I went to was a rather expensive one, and they were really good with their financial aid towards me. So they gave me a really nice package, which I very thankful for. But even with that, at the end of the 4 years, I still have 30 stacks, right? 30K for those that kind of missed that. I still have 30 stacks to pay off, and yeah. So I'm like, man, I am in this tunnel vision of I just need to get rid of all this debt, because the shortest distance between me and start to building wealth, between my current situation and starting to build wealth, is this debt, right? So that's my next step, is to get rid of this student loan, and as fast as I can. So I'm gonna try to not live the comfortable life and anything like that. Try to not get any new cars or anything like that, and definitely no new phones. I actually need a new phone though, but I'm not gonna get a new phone. I'm gonna get a very used phone, 3 or 4 years old phone, and then substitute for this one because I'm running out of space on this, and because I drive for Uber a lot, which is another tip too. You need to get like a standard job, okay, that you can like kind of like rely on, and then some side hustle to kind of supplement that. So with Uber, between Ubering and the other job, my photography job, I would use both as full-time jobs, right? So if I'm not doing photography, I'm driving for Uber. If I'm not driving for Uber, I'm doing photography. So and just make sure that I'm having money coming in, not just every 2 weeks, every week. And with Uber, it's basically every day, right? You might have to drive 10-12 hours. I had to do that, right? So you have to get really uncomfortable, more uncomfortable with work than you are uncomfortable being in debt, right? Or is it the other way around? So your debt has to make you so uncomfortable that you want to do even more uncomfortable work to get rid of that debt. Man, that's kind of deep. Yeah. So anyways, so that's the extent to which I had to go to. Anyway, so if you have any hints on how to get rid of student loans as fast as you can, I am all ears. So send me a message and or just comment down below, or let me know what are I guess proper or some hints that you may know if you happen to be in the same situation of how to get rid of student loans as fast as possible, and I will definitely implement those ideas and maybe even share them with other people. And speaking of sharing, if you like this video, if you know someone that could use this video, please forward it to them. I just love to share this message because it is something that I did not learn in school. I don't think, right? Something that we just don't learn in school. Actually, yeah, we do not learn in school, because if we did, 61% of our population would not be in such huge financial deficit, right? So, anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I am waiting to see your comments and your ideas on how you can help me. Until next video, peace.